What's going on, Slay Bays? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a pretty chill video, like no lie. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce right now because that's how relaxed I feel filming this video so far. I really just wanted to talk to you guys and play makeup at the same time. Sometimes I kind of feel like I spend so much time showing you guys new products and showing you guys different techniques and how I put on makeup and being so instructional that I don't really get to talk to you guys how I want to. So today's video, I'm gonna do just that. It's gonna be more like a chit chat, get ready with me. I hope you guys love it. And if you guys love it, make sure you guys let me know by giving this video a big like, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to click that little bell so that way YouTube will notify you when I upload, which is every Monday and Wednesday. With that, let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. So I did zoom you guys in a little bit just so that way you guys can kind of get a vision for what I'm doing or get a feel for what I'm doing. I'm gonna prime my eyelids. I'm just using my MAC paint pot. Y'all already know this is definitely a vital step for me whenever I'm doing my makeup and such, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm currently doing behind the scenes. I feel like there are a lot of questions as to why I stopped doing 3 uploads a week and that I could be doing more and things like that. And honestly, one of the main reasons I switched to doing 2 uploads a week versus 3 uploads is because I was getting burnt out. Like, I was trying to bite more than I could chew. I just started to get very, very down. I was always trying to come up with different video ideas, and it was very, very draining. And I definitely feel like when you're on social media, you want to pace yourself, because if you try to do too much too fast all at once, then you will get burnt out. You'll start to lose inspiration, and it will become such a headache. It would be very exhausting to create content, and that's kind of how I was feeling in that moment last year. You know, now that I think of it, I want to say I uploaded 3 videos a week for like 8 months straight last year, and as I got to the very end of December, I had to make a decision. Okay, am I going to continue uploading 3 videos a week and lose my mind doing it, or am I going to start doing 2 videos a week and start working on things that are going to make me happier in the long run? So that's definitely a decision I had to make. It was a very hard decision to make, and sometimes I get down on myself and I'm like, okay, I really want to upload that 3rd video, but I also don't want to confuse you guys in a sense that I'm uploading 3 videos one week and then 2 videos another week, because sometimes I do have a little bit more time on my hands to film extra content. But again, I don't really want to confuse you. I really want set upload dates, so I try my best to put out the best content that I possibly can on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I feel like a lot of you guys have seen that. I'm getting a lot of comments now from you saying, I could see how much effort you're putting into your videos and they're so good and they're so thorough, and that's because I do try my best to plan out these videos so that way they're enjoyable for you guys to watch. So I'm actually going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to use this by GRWM. This is their brand new Tan Lines eyeshadow palette. They actually have a whole collection surrounding the tan lines, and I think it is an amazing concept. Like, look at this palette right here. It is so incredibly gorgeous. I love the mixture between like peachy shades and also the pops of color. I'm definitely going to try to experiment more with the pops of color because I haven't done a colorful look in like a week, so I definitely want to do that. So I'm going to pick up the shade called Limelight on an M507 by Morphe, and I'm going to start putting this in my crease to act as my transitional shade. And this is just a very pretty like matte lime color. I feel like this palette is very different for GRWM. I feel like GRWM normally comes out with palettes that are very like peachy or bronzy or very much neutral, so I love the added pop of color. I think that was very, very nice for them to do. It's definitely just like a nice change in the beauty community because sometimes palettes can be very, very repetitive. So I like the pop of green, the pop of mint, yellow, and also navy. I think it is a really, really beautiful palette, and it is blending so nicely on my lids. You guys see that? Like, granted, I'm getting a little bit of fallout here, but nothing too crazy. Now that I'm here, I definitely want to talk to you guys about me and Babito's vlog channel, because this is a comment I constantly see in my comments, and people will say, okay, like, she stopped doing 3 videos because she was going to do the vlog channel. And I know we haven't done the vlog channel, but As you guys know, Babito does work with me. It took him some time to kind of get a hold of the whole editing process, and now that we've got things down, we definitely want to branch out and start experimenting with different content on our channel, which is Ashley and Ulises. If you go to that channel, you'll see that I took down all of our old videos just because I really wanted us to start fresh and new. But at the same time, I guess for me, it's like when you cherish something so much, like when something is so important to you, you kind of just want to keep it to yourself and you don't want to share it with anybody. And that's kind of how I feel about starting a channel with Babito, because people will literally pry into your life, and I've seen it done a million times on YouTube. I mean, just look what happened with Jaclyn Hill and John after they split up. It's kind of like it turned into this really big shit show where everybody had an opinion, and that's really, really scary to me, because something that I value so close to me in my heart, I don't want people to form opinions and try to ruin that, if you get me. So that's kind of where I'm at with the vlog channel. Like, I still very much want to do it, but I'm also scared at the same time, and I just wanted you guys to know that's kind of why I haven't really been as pushy with uploading content on that channel. What do you guys think of this eyeshadow so far? I honestly really do like this shade. So the thing I'm noticing about it is that while it is like a lime green, as I put it in my crease, the more and more I pack it on, it definitely pulls more green, but when I blend it out, it kind of looks like I have like a yellow transitional color sitting here, which is something I actually really like in this shadow. What I'm gonna do now is I am gonna cut my crease. Keep in mind that cutting your crease is completely optional. I know I do it a lot in my videos, but honestly, I just do it out of habit, and I also do it because I'm a perfectionist. Let's be honest, let's be real. So the thing about me is that when I want very crisp, neat lines, when I want it to look like I always cut my crease because it does give me crisper, cleaner lines. But if you guys don't have time for it, or you just don't want to do it, you could definitely just like skip it altogether. The next shade I really want to go in with is this one right here called Sunburst. As you can see, it is such a gorgeous yellow, and I'm going to pat it right here in the very inner part of my lid. That yellow on the lid, it is seriously poppin'. I'm obsessed with it. I'm so glad I decided to put it in the very inner corner. I am applying the yellow completely dry. I'm not applying it wet at all. So it definitely has a really, really good pigmentation to it. The next shade I'm going to use is called Vitamin C, that really pretty mint color. And I'm going to pop it right next to the yellow. Now, I did kind of want to talk to you guys about our current living situation. As you guys know, me and Babito, we've been living in this apartment, I want to say, for maybe going on like 2 years now, maybe like a year and a half, because when we originally signed our lease here, we anticipated only living here for about 9 months. We signed a 9-month lease. I'm like, look, 9 months, that's it, we're out. But there's just so many different steps that you have to take when buying a house. Like, there's so many different things that you have to show on paper. And when I originally started doing YouTube, I never in a million years thought it would get to the point where I was able to be like financially stable enough to do this full time. So when I first started out, I was going to my accountant and I was writing off so much loss that it really didn't look like I made a lot on paper. So when I decided about maybe 3 years ago now I wanted to buy a house, it was extremely difficult for me to do so. So I had to wait 2 years to show my income on paper and not write so much loss. So in about like a week, maybe 2 weeks, we're going to start the process of buying a house, which honestly I am so incredibly nervous and scared about. You have no idea. I have been waiting for this moment for so long, and now it's like finally here. Like, it's quickly approaching and I don't even know how to act. You know what? After looking at the blue, it's not as poppin' as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna take some on my finger and just press it onto my lid. Okay, like that's a little bit more poppin'. Like with a brush, not really there, but I really love the color of this eyeshadow. I think it is so incredibly beautiful. I will say that the shadows are a little bit powdery though. So I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Chasing Rainbows palette, and I'm gonna pick up this shade right here called Bring It, and I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna put it in the very outer V. I'm going to just use this color to really just deepen things up, and the brush I'm using is an M514 by Morphe. So back to the whole house thing. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a house series on this channel. I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about doing that, but I definitely want to talk about my experience, show you guys the house hunting process and all of that stuff, because we definitely have to be moved out of this apartment by August. So we already signed the paperwork letting them know that we want to move out, and we have until August to do so. And one of the main reasons I did that is because I'm very vocal about the things I want to do, but I don't ever take the steps to go and do it. So in order for me to push myself to go out and look for houses and buy a house, I have to put myself in a situation that's like, okay, you're not gonna have anywhere to live in August. Make sure you go, you know, do what you have to do so that way you have a roof over your head for you, Bobito, and the dogs. So that was our thought process in that. So me and Bobito, we went to the leasing office and we're like, look, we're leaving in August. So bada bing, bada boom. Whoo, this outer V is everything, everything. Now that I have this blue here, I'm just going to take a little bit of the green and kind of just buff it into the blue for more of a seamless blend. As you can see, the shadow is like a little bit powdery. It just kind of goes. I'm just going in with a little bit of that mint color and just kind of touching up here. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this look. Granted, I have a shit ton of fallout under here, but I think it's coming together beautifully. I definitely have to go in with some kind of makeup wipe and just clean up under here because I was looking a little strange. I'm not going to create a sharp edge or anything like that. I'm really just trying to get rid of all of like this blue and green sitting under here. But all in all, I think that this is coming together so pretty. I like it. Experimenting with color. Who is she? We don't know her. Since we're already here, let's go all out. I'm gonna use this cream gel eyeliner by ColourPop in the shade Exit. I have never used their cream, gel liners. They are really, really creamy. The brush I'm using is just a MAC 210. It's one of my favorite like eyeliner brushes. So I'm gonna use this to create an intense cat eye wing. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know how to feel about this because the white cream is kind of mixing in with the shadows and it's creating not a stark white wing, which is kind of what I was going for, so I'm a little sad about that. I know what you're thinking. What happened to the white eyeliner? I honestly really hated it. It was crusty, it was bumpy, it wasn't smooth. It felt very tight on my eyelids and it was just very uncomfortable. It just wasn't my stilo, so I just scraped it off. Like literally it just scraped right off, and that's how bad it was. Like I was able to just kind of like pick it off, so that's what I did. I still have like the outline of where the liner was, so I'm just gonna go in with a black eyeliner. This is my ABH waterproof cream color in Jet. I'm gonna use that same MAC 210 and I'm just gonna follow the outline. For the sake of timing, I already put on mascara. I'm now gonna go in with lashes. I do have several different lashes here from Salon Perfect. You guys, Salon Perfect is a really awesome, affordable brand. You can find them in Walmart. You can find them several different places. I find mine at Walmart though. I do kind of want to go in with this style right here. This is such a pretty style that I think will look insanely beautiful with this look. So I'm gonna pop these on and then we'll come right back. So lashes are on, and let me just say these might even be like my new favorite pair of like affordable lashes. Like look how long they are. They're not too thick, they're not too dramatic, and that's definitely what I've been looking for in a false lash. With that, I'm gonna move on to my skin. So I'm gonna use the Ole Henriksen, Ole Henriksen. I've been saying that in some of my previous videos and I don't think it's wrong because no one's corrected me yet. The Banana Bright Face Primer with vitamin C. I like to just put some on my hand like so. I'm not putting on any sunscreen or anything like that because I already have some on from earlier today, and I'm just gonna kind of work this in like a moisturizer. Anyways, back to what I was saying about the whole house situation. If you guys want us to document it here on my channel, definitely let me know. I've been thinking long and hard about doing it, but I only want to film videos that you guys are going to essentially watch, and sometimes I will ask you guys if you want to see videos and then I'll upload them and then literally nobody will watch them. So I'm like, okay, like I only am gonna do this if you guys genuinely want to see it. If you're not too interested in stuff like that, then I won't. But whoo, I love this primer. It is so brightening and it just gives my skin the most perfect luminous effect, which I am all about. I'm also gonna use my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer on a flat brush just like this. This is a MAC 190. If you guys watched my last video, then you may have heard me say that I've really been enjoying applying the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer with a brush, just because I feel like I could really like get it in there, like really get the job done. And it is a really thick primer, so sometimes I feel like smoothing it out with my hands just takes a lot more effort than using a brush, like, let's be honest. I'm also going to take some of this onto my nose as well. Okay, we're nice, we're smooth, but we're not color corrected, so I'm going to use the Pixi Brightening Peach Color Corrector to just color correct any discoloration like underneath my eyes. I'm going to get rid of all of those blues and greens that I have just chilling here. If you guys know of any natural remedies to get rid of like dark circles, definitely let me know. Like, I would love that. I'm also going to take this alongside my mouth because it does get a little dark there. Also, I was watching Nikki tutorials like a few weeks ago, and I saw her mention that you should be setting down your color corrector with the slightest bit of powder. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way powder. She said like a little bit, like you really don't need a lot at all. You want to use the slightest bit to kind of just set it all down and in place. Otherwise, it will kind of slip and slide when you put on your foundation. So I want to test that theory. I want to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to take a little bit of translucent powder and then just dust it in the areas where I put this color corrector. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? By the way, I'm using the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I used that in my last video and you guys really loved it. In fact, I really loved it. I thought it looked insanely flawless, and I'm gonna buff it out with that e.l.f. sponge that I've been raving about in almost every single video. Oh my god, I'm watching a new show on Netflix. What is it called? Dead to Me. It is called Dead to Me, and it is so incredibly good. Like, Bobito said that he thought I would really like it, and he put it on, and I'm obsessed. Like, so obsessed right now. I'm only on like episode 4, so I'm not that far into it, but so far it is so good. If you guys have been watching that, let me know how you guys feel about it. And if you guys know of any other Netflix shows, definitely leave your recommendations down below because I'm running out of shows to watch. We have been watching, what have we been watching? I want to say we watched Good Girls, we watched The Enemy Within, which is so freaking good. We started watching the new Perfectionist, The Pretty Little Liars, like, second series. That's pretty okay. It's not like the best. It's just like, for foundation, I just can't get enough of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So of course, I'm just gonna stick to what I've been using for the past like week. This stuff is like literally changing my life because it literally is so good. I'm not kidding. Let's move on to concealer. I will be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. I know that Katie uses some kind of IT Cosmetics Under Eye Concealer. I'm not sure if this is it. I know I've been talking about Katie a lot in my videos, but honestly, I just genuinely love watching her. She's drama-free. Speaking of drama, there's just so much drama on YouTube and on the internet. It's unreal. It's almost unbearable to get on the computer and just see all the drama that's kind of surfacing on the internet. And it's really irritating as an influencer, as an influencer, to see like all of these people who are very just drama filled getting all the spotlight. It's like, come on, there's so many other influencers on the internet that are grinding it out who are completely drama free. Like, let's stop gossiping and get back to the makeup, okay? It's kind of like, form your opinions and move on. No need to spread negativity, no need to spread hate, no need to continue going back to their pages because you're only making them that much more popular and giving them all the attention that they want in the end. If you guys know of any other like influencers, whether they're big, small, mid-size, whatever the case may be, that you guys really love to watch, let me know down below in the comments because I definitely want to check out some new people because this is a little cray for me. I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder and just dust it. Well, not dust it, more like press it in the areas where I put that concealer, just so that way it stays locked in place. I don't even think you guys truly understand how obsessed I am with my foundation right now and my under eye area. But speaking of foundation, I did pick up the Juvia's Place foundation that she recently launched. I watched Nikki Tutorial's video and she literally sold me. I was blown away by how full coverage that foundation was. I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury powder to set my face. So I ended up picking up 2. Hopefully one of the 2 shades match me. And I also picked up two of the concealers. The concealers were really hard to navigate though. Like she didn't really have like the shades, whether they were cool, neutral, or warm. She had it for the foundations, but not so much the concealer. So I was a little bit concerned, but I just did a guess and hopefully one of the two shades matched me. I really want to do like a full review and wear test on the foundation and concealer, but let me know what you guys want to see. Do you want to see it just like dedicated, or do you guys want me to do more of like a full face video like this and include her concealer and foundation? Let's go right back into the shade called Limelight and put that on my lower lash line. I'm just using a flat definer brush at this point and just kind of rocking it right here. And then with like a big fluffy brush, I'm just really gonna smoke this out. I want it to be nice, sultry, and smoky, which is why I am using a brush bigger than usual. Since I love a good pop of color in my waterline, I'm gonna try this out by ColourPop. This is the Cream Gel Eyeliner in the shade CRSSD. Honey, this liner is everything. I really feel like it like literally set this look off. Like, who is she? We don't know her. I'm gonna take Bring It and I'm just gonna push this closest to the very outer edge of my lower lash line. I feel like this is just gonna tie that color to my lower lash line because it's looking a little strange. Do you guys see what I mean? When you just add that little bit of color that you have in the outer V, just right here, you don't have to drag it all the way in, but if you just put it right here, it just kind of connects, you know? So I've definitely been loving this Cover FX duo with a matte bronzer and also like this little shimmer shade that I showed you guys in my previous video. But I'm going to take the matte bronzer on a MAC brush. This is a 135 and I'm just going to bronze up the cheeks because it definitely needs it. But do you see how beautiful this bronzer goes on? Like it's not getting patchy or anything like that, which is something I really like about it. Now a little bit of this bronzer does go a very long way. It's very, very pigmented, so definitely be aware of that. For blush, I'm going to use the Cheeky Summer Blush Duo by Jouer. I freaking love Jouer blushes. You know what? I'm just going to do like a little and I'm just gonna dust this onto my cheeks, do a little smile. If you guys have never tried Jouer blushes, y'all are literally missing out. Like, look how beautiful that is. They are like literally worth every single penny. You know what? I'm kind of feeling the all matte vibe I have going on with the face, so I'm gonna skip out on highlight completely. I know, who am I? But I'm gonna go in with the Dewy Set by ABH to just set everything and make it a little bit more skin-like. For lips today, I'm gonna go in with MAC Strip Down Lip Liner to line my lips. I'm also using the lip liner to completely fill in my lips. And you know what, just for shits, let's go in with a little bit of the Unreal Lip Gloss in the shade Ignite by Hourglass, simply because my skin is hella matte, so let's add a little bit of gloss to the lips. Ooh, and I do want to say that the lip gloss has more of like a minty kind of like plumping effect to it, so I like the feeling. It kind of reminds me of like the Marc Jacobs lip glosses, and I'm obsessed with those. I already know I'm going to be just as obsessed with these. All right, Slaveys, this right here is the final and completed look. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. I will definitely say it was a breath of fresh air to kind of sit down and just chit chat with you guys. I can't tell you how long I've been wanting to just talk outside of beauty. Granted, I kind of touched on makeup, we dabbled into products, I let you guys know some steps here and there, but there were different aspects to this video that I absolutely loved. I feel like I don't do this as much as I should, and I probably should do them more often. So let me know what you guys think by giving this video a like, so that way I can film more videos like this. If you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe, and also follow me over on Instagram, because me and Babito, we're gonna be working really hard to grow my Instagram to its fullest potential, which means exclusive IGTV videos, more just OOTDs, me posting more stories, just trying to get to know you guys on a personal level, and you guys can get to know me as well. So stay tuned for that. We finally found someone to kind of take over the YouTube editing because we felt very confined for a while where we were just solely working on YouTube content. So we want to kind of branch out and do different things, more creative things. So I am so incredibly excited, and you guys should be excited as well. I'm gonna go because I'm literally dying to watch Dead to Me on Netflix, like full beat sitting on the sofa watching Dead to Me on Netflix. That's me right now in like 2.5 seconds. So I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.